Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो खाली राय सो मारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, whenever whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complaint level, मौज में रहो, be happy. श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा. गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः, गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म, तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः, तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. Look at me, don't look there. All of you are looking there. Okay. So I will also talk like that. Living in awareness. Just now you chanted. What did you chant? Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100%. You sit here. No, anybody looking that side, I'll push them backside, okay? You may not listen, I know that, but at least look at me. I know I am not beautiful like you all put together. Your time has come. Forget about her. Lazy people are always like that. We will read the which is 13th mantra. Yesterday we took. Vanner yatha yoni gatasya murtihi na drishyati naiva chalinga nashaha sa bhuya evendhana yoni grihya tadvo bhayam vai pranavena dehe. Now this is the spiritual practice. Do we see the fire in the wood? No, it is cold. See, vanner yatha yoni gatasya murti na drishyate. In the wood, the fire is not seen. Does it mean that it is not there? It is there, although we are not able to experience that. Then, nacha linga nashaha. Sa eva bhuyaha, but the same fire, eva, indhana yoni griyaha. So this fire is the yoni, the source of supporting the wood and also burning the wood. See? Agni is the Rupa Tanmatra. Like the space supports, the Tanmatra of the space is sound, Shabda. that of the air is the sparsha, that of the fire is the rupa, that of the water is the rasa, and that of the earth is the gandha. So there are only 5 objects in this world. Shabda, sparsha, rupa, rasa, gandha. So this rupa, tanmatra, the shape, is supported by fire. Now, sabhuya eva indhana yoni nigriyaha tadvo bhayam vai pranavena dehe. Now, this fire, how we know that there is a fire in this? We lit it and then we see it. Very good. So what is the conclusion? Conclusion is fire is supporting as well as destroying the object where it is manifested. Now that fire, unless it is invoked, it will not burn. If this example is clear, then in the traditional way, when they conduct the yajna, a kunda is made and all the things are put there, and then the fire has to be invoked. So they don't take out the lighter as we take the lighter and light the lamp before Krishna. The same lighter which was used for bidi. That is why yesterday I didn't allow that. He told me, देखो क्या कर रही है, ठीक है. So that fire which is to be used for the yajna karma is specially invoked. See. So, how that is invoked? There is a technique. There are 2 wooden cups. One cup is fixed on the soil, on the earth, on the ground. It is a cup kind of thing. So one long wood block, and in that block itself, one cup is carved, scooped out. Similar is made another one, but it is not fixed on the ground. Then it is given to a student, brahmachari. In between, like this rod, in between, there is a wooden rod. And then this brahmachari is holding that wooden rod from above by that wooden cup. Lower side also there is a cup. Both of them are made of wood, and the pillar is also wood. Then another student is told, now like we do the churning of the yogurt. What is the spelling of yogurt? YOGHURT. Therefore, yoga hurts. And yet you don't understand what can be done. See? So, we take the yogurt for churning, and then one churning rod is put and it is moved. Exactly the same way. That center wooden rod is churned by the brahmachari, and there is no yogurt but there is only wood. By friction, heat is created, and in the lower cup, they will be adding after some time some dry twigs or dry leaves, and it will catch the fire. That fire is used for doing the yajna karma. If this example is clear, Ubhayam vai pranavena dehe. So this is what I am explaining. So, Atmanamaranim krutva pranavam chottaranim jnana nirmathanabhyasat pasham dahati panditaha. In Kaivalya Upanishad, this mantra comes. See? So, Atmanamaranim krutva pranavam chottararani. The lower arni, lower cup, produce the sound. Om. And the upper is also the pranava, the Om. Now they are joined together by the rod of intellect and inquiry. And churning is what? Reflection. So take the support of this Om and reflect what it is. Then we are told Om is made of three components, A, U and Ma. A stands for the waking world, for the waker and the waking experiences. U stands for the dreamer, the dream world and the dream experiences. Ma stands for the deep sleep experiences of the deep sleeper. Three. Ma. This is our total life. Okay. Now, next step. Only by reading nothing will happen. We have to do churning. Now what is the churning? Churning is, now find out how the Om is chanted. To chant O, no modification of the buccal cavity is required. Simply throw the air through the vocal cord and you get nothing is required. Then this has to undergo modification. Then other letters are formed. Therefore, Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita 10th chapter, Aksharanam akarosmi. So this alone becomes the remaining alphabets. So which are the alphabets? All the swara and all the vyanjanas. So, A, I, U, U, A, I, O, O, Ha, Ka, Ka, Ga, Ga, Cha, Cha, Ja, Ta, Ta, Da, Da, Na, Ta, Ta, Da, Da, Pa, Pa, Ba, Ba, Ma. See? All of them are the modification of that A. And for modifying, we have to use the tongue. See? Try to say U without making a chambu of your mouth. You cannot. So, the tongue is required for modifying the then it becomes U. And what is the last sound that we can produce from the mouth? Is Pa, Pa, Ba, Ba, Ma. The lips close. Try to say Ma without touching the lips. Try. So the total world is what? Om. Okay. This is manthanam. This is the reflection. And this Om is not many Oms, only one. And this Om is supported both ways. When the Om is chanted, Om first, again second time, Om. So there are two things. One is the sound of the Om, followed by the silence of the Om, followed by the sound of the Om, followed by the silence of the Om. Both the presence and the absence of the sound is supported by something or someone who is beyond presence and absence. That is the truth. Waking and dream experiences are something is, something is, something is. Deep sleep experience is nothing is, nothing is, nothing is. Both the experiences of something is and the experience of nothing is are supported by some common factor which is beyond the presence and the absence. See? I have not forgotten, don't sympathize. Poor Swami, I think he has forgotten what to talk. See? The one which is supporting the manifestation and the one that is supporting the absence of manifestation or dissolving, both are happening in me. Therefore, by the manifestation, nothing is added to me, and there is a dissolution, nothing is lost. Where can this mathematics happen? Where addition and subtraction is equal, is infinite. Infinite plus minus anything continues to be infinite. By adding, nothing is increasing. By taking away, nothing is lost. This is what our Bhagavad Gita says. Mattaha, I. Smriti jnanam apohanancha. Smriti, dream. Jnanam, waking. Apohanam, deep sleep. Chakarat, samadhi. I alone support the waking, dream, deep sleep and samadhi, and they are coming and going. When waking happens, nothing is added to me. When dream happens, nothing added to me. When deep sleep, I don't lose anything. When samadhi, I have nothing to gain, nothing to lose. Vedaischa sarvai ahameva vedya. It is for this purpose. These examples are given. Now we have to work on it. So, next mantra, 14th mantra, Swadeha Maranim Krutva Pranavam Chottaranim Dhyana Nirmatana Abhyasad Devam Pashe Nigudhavata. Now, like to see the fire in the wood, we have to invoke the heat and then the fire will be manifest. Exactly. Swadeham Aranim Krutva. So, we are those two cups. Lower cup, upper cup. Lower cup is I, upper cup is Paramatma, the divine. And then joined together. They can be joined together by the rod of inquiry, not logic. Now this rod and experience, immediately right now, the rod between the husband and the man. Tell me, what time, what action, what efforts are required for the husband to discover that he is a man? It is okay, Swamiji, for you. You get married and then show how to be happy. See? One lady scolded me in Delhi. Swamiji, you should stop that mauj mein raho, mauj mein raho. Why? Get married and show. You are teasing us. Mauj mein raho, mauj mein raho. See, my friends, we struggle, therefore we go away from ourselves. What is to be done? Jo thari raha, so mari raha. See? No argument, no logic. One technique try to follow which I follow in my life. I am not telling you from books. I am telling what I am doing. I move around the world. I have no organization, no disciples, no ashram, no secretary, no president. But I have got one thing, boss. When I come to this holy place, Vrishali is my boss. So be a follower. You will be relaxed. स्वामी जी ये इसके लिए क्या करना चाहिए? You suggest me something, I'll tell you. Whatever she says, perfect. Why waste your head in that? See? Now follow this technique in your life. Anything, when you get married, when the girl goes after marriage, she is called as what? Gruha Lakshmi. But when the husband gets married and goes, he is called as Ghar Jawai. Ghar Jawai is a derogatory term. And Gruha Lakshmi is honorable. So you respect her, honor her. See? And then you will come to know one day. This is Upanishad. That the love between husband and wife is very fragile. It remains hardly for maybe 1 year, 2 years or so. After that, old couples stay together never because of love, but because of wisdom. Wisdom is, it is easier to deal with the known enemy than to deal with the unknown friend. See? Life becomes so easy. This is Swadeham Aranim Krutva Pranavam Chottaranim. Who has the problem? The traffic on the road has a problem? No, traffic is going on. One NRI was driving me from Mumbai to Pune. Those days, no express highway. So when we were going, suddenly a battalion of buffaloes was crossing. And he became angry. Swamiji, what is this? A buffalo. Why they are here? I said, I am not a buffalo, don't ask me, go and ask me. Then all these NRIs are who not real Indians. They are fake Indians. See? You can change your wife or husband. You cannot change your parents. Janani janma bhumischa swargad vigariyase. Foreign जाकर के रहते हैं, झाड़ू लगाते हैं. I also do. Whenever my prarabdha comes up, then I have to go and wash the dishes. And they call it dignity of labor. Dignity कुछ नहीं है. Disgusting. See? So this NRI, he said to me, Swamiji, why they are here? I said, look here, who has the driving license, you or the buffaloes? You are responsible, not the buffaloes. If they go wrong way, who will catch them and ask what? They will do gobar and lelo. See, friends, we are walking spiritual path. We are responsible, not the world. Therefore, Swadeham Aranim Krutva Pranavam Chottaranim. So, recognize these few techniques you try. In our life, other than Bhagwan Sri Krishna, nobody comes. A simple rule. And he can come in any form. That is his choice. And if we have accepted it in letter and spirit, you see what happens. In one school, kids were shouting, fighting, the boys were pulling the hair of the girls, and the girls were kicking the boys, all chaos. Then one student just said, hey, Miss is coming. Everybody said, come. They have not seen whether she is coming or not. But that was enough. She is coming. So this. Now apply this technique. Know for certain that the Krishna in our heart is watching us. When they have not seen that Miss has come or not, yet only this knowledge that Miss is coming, all rowdiness disappeared, all shouting disappeared, all pulling each other disappeared and they became quiet. Apply this principle. Before we do anything, He knows. Before we talk anything, He hears. Before we think anything, He recognizes. Living in this awareness is living in meditation. You don't have to do. क्या हो रहा, दिख नहीं रहा. Remain casual, relax. Instead of remaining relaxed, we react. Replace the reacting with relaxing. See? So, Swadeham Aranim Krutva Pranamam Chottaranim. Pranav is the totality, Swadeha is the I, Om. So, the individual self has no existence apart from the total self. The individual husband has no existence apart from the man. So, Dhyanandir Rathana Bhyasat. And this we have to work again and again. What will be the work? Work will be stop reacting and start acting in life. What is acting and not reacting? What are you doing now is called as acting. Perfect technique. As if listening. Dhyanandir Mathana Bhyasa Devam Pashet Nigudavat. Then what will be the experience? What will be the experience of water in the ocean and the waves? Once I went to the water and asked, Water bhaiya. He said, yes, what can I do for you? I said, as ocean man, you are terrible, frightening. But at waves, I like you. You are so cute. I can play. Water said, excuse me, what is the ocean and what is the wave? See? That experience where knower known division disappears. That experience where no known means of knowledge are operating. Are you there? Yes. How do you know? By smelling. हाँ ये मेरा ही गंदा है. No. Are you there? Yes. हाँ मीठा है, मैं ही हूँ, डायबिटिक. No, I feel गरम नहीं ठंडा है, ठीक ही नहीं, थोड़ा ज़्यादा ही गरम हो गया. No sense organs, no mind and no intellect. I am a husband is a concept. I am intelligent is a concept. I am fortunate is a concept. I am unfortunate is a concept. I am a man is a concept. I am a guru is a concept. I am a disciple is a concept. I am is not a concept. To get this, work on this whenever you get time, except while driving. That experience where no means of knowledge are operating. And therefore, there is one word indicating this truth. It is aprameyam. See? Anupameya. Aprameyam is what? It cannot be caught by any known means of knowledge. This is an experience where the division of experiencer and experienced does not happen. See? Pashe Nigudavat. See? Anupameya, like what? If I had to praise a girl, I say, oh, you are so beautiful like the moon. Why moon? Moony, therefore. But the truth being only one without a second, it is unlike anything. And therefore, Mauna Vyakhya Prakatita Parabrahma Tattva Vivanam. The truth is ultimately revealed by the eloquence of silence. For that, we told you the technique. Don't talk to yourself and listen to silence. Whether you are walking, you are talking, you are seeing this, that, it has no impact on your being. Impact happens when anything that is perceived, we have a comment. Impact has happened. See? So, Swadeham Aradim Krutta Pranamam Chottaranim Dhyana Nirmathana Vyasa Devam Pashe Nigudavat. Discover this ultimate light that we are. Tileshu Tailam Dadaniva Sarpihi Apasrotasvarnishu Chagnihi Srotasvarnishu Chagni Evam Atmanam Atmani Griyate So Satte Nainam Tapasa Yonu Pashyati. Tileshu Tailam, like in the tila, the oil is there, but you have to work on it to bring that oil out. Dadini was sarpi. Similarly, in the yogurt, there is the ghee that is hidden. Srota swa ardishu chagni. And similarly, in the wood, there is a fire. Evam atma atmani griyate. When we are able to discover our being, not somewhere else. Atma, Atmani. Atmani means now, Atma means what? I, the body. Atmani means inside. Inside means what? Be attentive. As long as this illusion of in and out is valid, samsara will not disappear. You will suffer. Inside, outside is the highest illusion. See? In deep sleep, where are we? Inside the body or outside the body? Inside the room or outside the room? Inside India or outside India? Because in and out illusion is not valid, there is no samsara. But it is for others, don't worry about others. Look after yourself. If this point is clear, now we have to learn it, apply. Application of scientific research in practice. Same way, application of this knowledge in our day-to-day experiences. Now, for example, where are we? Now, let us take a very simple example to understand. Where is the rosary? Inside the pocket. Now, it is outside. Outside what? Outside pocket. Okay. Our lecture is inside the hall. Our car is outside. Outside what? Hall. Reference is required. We are all sitting inside this resort. The ocean is outside. Outside what? Resort. So to establish in and out, reference is required, is it not? Think. Now, is this reference and expression right or wrong? Think. Like we are inside the hall, ocean is outside the hall. This is from our point of view because we are conditioned by the hall. Now ask the same question to the space. What the space will say? The hall is in me. I am not in the hall. See, change the standpoint in life. All your problems will be dissolved. Problems cannot be solved. That is spiritual life. See? We are obsessed with our standpoint. Now go still further, subjective. External air and internal air. What is internal air? Prana. External air is air. Now, these two names, Vatavaran and Prana, are what? Prana is inside, air is outside. Outside what? Outside body. Okay. Now, do Kumbhak. How long? Half an hour is enough. What will happen? Neither any question nor any reply. Can the internal air exist independent of the external air? So, because we are so much identified with our body, we talk inside, outside. But talk from the air's point of view. So what the air will say? The body is in me, I am not in the body. Change the standpoint. This object is outside me. Where are you? I am inside. That object which is included in the same mind, the knowledge can happen. So, this object is included in the mind, but where the knowledge is happening, knowledge is not happening to this object. Rosary doesn't know it is rosary. I am telling it is a rosary. So, the object is known where it is, or it is known in my mind. That which is not included in our mind does not exist for us. Sometimes some good bad news happens, it is not known to us, and we are celebrating, and then the message comes. That object has entered our mind and the samsara begins. Therefore, the rosary is outside or rosary is inside? It is inside. Slowly, slowly we will come to discover. Similarly, this world is not outside. This world is inside. Inside what? Inside the mind. Now take from the mind's point of view. From mind's point of view, both of them are in me, but I am not in them. When Bhagavan Sri Krishna's picture is seen, the mind doesn't become holy, When something ugly is seen, mind doesn't become unholy. It is just the illuminator. In this manner, slowly and steadily, evam atmani atma grujyate asau. He who is thus able to discover that the body is in me, I am not in the body. In short, the whole understanding is everything happens only to the mind. Nothing happens to body. Therefore, real spiritual practice begins when you start working and learning the operation of the mind, not by chitta vritti nirodha. Don't get into that. See? Mind is given to learn, understand, not for sitting like a dumb. No. See? Now, next step. Once we understand this, everything happens in the mind, then our attention will be taken away from the world and we come to the mind. Manasam tu kim. Then you start inquiring. When we get disturbed, exactly what is disturbance? See? Then we will come to know whatever we have given undue importance, plus or minus, when that object enters our mind, mind is disturbed. See? If there is no object entered in the mind, no disturbance, as in deep sleep. What will be the spiritual practice, meditation? Stop the world entering in our mind. Now the question comes, how the world enters in our mind? When you give importance to anything, it has entered in your mind. See? One child crying, two ladies watching. One is the general lady and other is a mother. There will be difference in their interaction. Exactly the same way. The world enters in our mind when we give undue importance to anything that will disturb you in life. So what is the spiritual practice? Like the fire supports the wood but doesn't disappear, although it is not seen. In the same manner, the man supports the son in front of his father, but the man continues to be a man. The man supports the husband in front of his wife, but he doesn't cease to be a man. The same man continues to be a father in front of his son, but he doesn't cease to be a man. So what is the spiritual practice? Whatever we have become because of certain conditions, no, this is not real. The substratum is the reality. Hold on to that and then play the game of life for time pass. See? Evam atma atmani grujyate asau. In this manner, we discover our own being, not somewhere out. Therefore, Bhagavan Shankara says, Kurute Ganga Sagar Gamanam Vrata Paripalanam Athava Danam Jnana Vihina Sarva Matena Bhajatina Muktim Janmashatena. Nobody can help us. See? Gruyate Sau. Sarva Vyapinam Atmanam Kshire Sarpe Rivarpitam Atma Vidya Tapomulam Tad Brahmopanishad Param Tad Brahmopanishad Param. So Sarva Vyapinam Atmanam Kshire Sarpi Ivarpitam. See? So our essential nature is Sarva Vyapi. Sarva Vyapi means what? Be attentive. Sarva means what? Two. something is not. That which is supporting both, which is and which is not, is beyond the is and is not. Now take your own experience. Do we have any time experience of our absence? We cannot have. So if there is no experience of absence, what is the need to tell Aham Brahmasmi? Then Mauna Vyakhya. No, Aham Brahmasmi, not Jiva, I am Brahmasmi. But we are not calling you Jiva, you yourself calling Jiva. हमको तो ब्रह्म ही है. No, हम Brahmasmi. Ultimately, we come to a point of that silence which passeth beyond all understanding. We know only opposite. We know the silence which is against the sound. We are talking about that silence which is not disturbed by the sound. We are talking about that absolute which is not contaminated by the relative. We are talking about that man, although he is a husband, yet he is happy. See? So, sarva vyapinam atmanam kshire sarpirivarpitam. See? Like the ghee is available in the milk, but I don't see that. You have to work on it. How to work? First of all, take proper milk, then put it on the stove, and then let it be heated sufficiently. Then take it out from the fire. Then allow it to cool up to a particular temperature. Then add the starter and then cover it and let it remain undisturbed for at least 12 hours. Then take the churning rod and then do the churning. Then take out the butter and then collect it on other pot. And yet if something remains, choke it. When you see that, how can you eat amras? That is the reason I don't eat amras, you know. It's such a dirty process. And thereafter, is it dirty? No. Now that is only a butter. Now you have to heat it. Again on slow fire. And as it will, then all the negativities, proteins will be burnt and they will be settled at the bottom of the pot and the ghee will be there. So much we have to do? Yes. See? Similarly, we have to study, reflect, learn from our every experience. The day you take this as a takeaway from this retreat, we have to learn every day from our every experience, and our destination is not what will I get by doing this. You see all other stotras that we hear, everywhere a phalashruti is given. Putrarthi labet puttara, dhanarthi labet dhanam, moksharthi labet moksha. It's a kind of a temptation. I don't want anything. Even if you just try like a fun for, let us say, 5 minutes, I don't want anything in this world. Like the ice cube slowly dissolves in the water without making a noise. Similarly, this I dissolves in the absolute without making a noise. So, Atma Vidya Tapo Moolam Tad Brahma Upanishad Param. Therefore, my friends, Atma Vidya, we have to work on this, nobody can help. Now, after that, we enter the second chapter. Now, in the second chapter, the major emphasis is on yoga abhyas, which we will go fast because you are already realized. For you, it will be like, talking to the doctorate student, the ABCD, Therefore, we'll go a little faster on that. Yunjana, now this is the second, second Adhyay. Dvitiya Adhyay we are starting. Yunjana Prathamam Manaha Tatvaya Savitadhiyaha Agnir Jyoti Nichaya Pruthivyam Abhya Adhyabharata. Now here we have to first of all begin your day early in the morning. Don't become Surya Vamshi. You know who is Surya Vamshi? Surya Vamshi is the one who rises out of the bed after the sunrise. See, they don't want to disrespect the sun getting before. No, let him get up, then we'll get up. See, spiritual practice, one simple thing, try. When we are sleeping, there, who are we? We are nobody. Let our spiritual practice be conducted by Mr. Nobody. See, and if you are doing your meditation in the morning as a husband, before she gets up, I'll finish my meditation. So who is doing meditation? Husband. And what is going on? चाय बना के रख दूँ क्या, वो फिर मांगेंगी चाय मुझे, रख दूँ क्या, मैंने ऐसा करते थर्मास में भर के रख देते. This is universal. All the ladies wake up late and the gents wake up early. And then the gents make the tea for this Maharani. And then she starts scolding. Thanda hai. This all comes in Mahabharata. Friends. Therefore, Yunjana Prathamam Manaha Tatvaya Savitadiyaha. Think of the Lord's sun, brightness, inspiration, being nobody, cheerful, happy. Then Agnir Jyoti Nichaya Prithivya Adhya Prata. Then you pray to all the Pancha Mahabhutas that, oh Lord Sun, oh all the great elements, please help me to merge myself in the Absolute. No, there you are not asking, after I do meditation, let me finish my office work. No. So, you start your meditation not by Chitta Vritti Nirodha, then start with your prayers. Then, Yuktena Manasa Vayam Devasya Savitu Save Suvarge Yaya Shaktya. Thereafter, when we have taken the prayer to the Lord, then we take the permission from the Lord. Oh Lord, kindly permit me that now I follow the path of this evolution. Help me, with your permission, I start. Now these two things put together, we have to practice. What is that? When you are sitting in the morning for your prayers, remember two things. One, whenever anything is done cheerfully and happily, you are not frustrated. Otherwise, अरे यार फिर से वो meditation करना पड़ेगा. We are told in that retreat meditation, but they told don't do meditation. And then you wake up as usual 9 o'clock. Today also. See, don't allow to begin your day without inspiration. We must begin our day in an inspired mode. An inspired person is happy, creatively happy. Can you imagine 3-4 runners and they are waiting for winning the race, and I am also one of them. And they are ready not to run but to shoot like a bullet. And then the whistle goes. By the time I remove my khadao and take my lungi up, they have reached. See? Now, such a person, can he achieve anything in life? So, begin your day in an inspired, cheerful, happy mode. That is spiritual life. Then, second thing, many of us get fear because of wrong information about meditation. They have this thing, see, you get out of the body and then the astray body, astray or astral? Okay. So astray body is going out here and there. It goes to the water and to the fire and to the stones and Himalayas, and nothing happens. And it is connected with your umbalikas with a blue cord, not Bluetooth, blue cord. And it goes here and there. Now such people, one person asked me this question, Swamiji, please don't quote my example in your lecture. I said, all right. So he asked, Swamiji, I always get a fear. Suppose when I go out of my body and I forget how to enter back, what will happen? You will become ghost. Oh. Then what I should do? So, two fears. One is this. Second fear is they do levitation, something like that. They say, slowly start levitating. Family, what will happen if I keep on levitating? Depends where you are sitting. If you are sitting below the fan, chop off. Or if you are sitting below the tree, you will hang there like a fruit there. See? So, what next and what will happen to me? These two fears can be removed by do this bhavana. That when you are sitting cheerfully, happily, in my heart there is my Guru Maharaj and Bhagavan. Bhagavan protects us. Nahi kalyana krut kaschit durgatim tata gacchati, Bhagavad Gita says. We are not doing any harm to anybody. And therefore, think of him in our heart. And second thing, Guru Maharaj, he guides us from within. What next? These two psychological adjustment done. So, yukte manasa vayam devasya savitu save. Then we have invoked the divine grace, and thereafter we are now entering the process of meditation. Yuktva manasa devan suvaryato dhiyadivam bruhat jyotihi karishyatah savita prasuvatitan. Then this Paramatma is our destination, and we are now trying to merge in the experience where there is no experiencer born. You are sitting alert, quiet, vigilant, and wanting to see, know, do anything. Just. Initially, this will not last long. But by practice, see, now you must be doing some twisting of your body. Initially, when we start, for example, taking your the heel near to yourself, but the knee is so straight, it doesn't bend. Doesn't matter, you start slowly, little bit, then afterwards it comes. exactly the same way. Have patience. So sit quiet, and now we want nothing, we have to go nowhere, and just being without becoming. Without becoming means you are not doing meditation. And in this process, one day you will discover thoughts cannot come without a reference point. Whenever any thought comes, we become angry, frustrated. Instead of that, discover this. Some reference point is required for thoughts. And reference point is what? To whatever, whichever, whenever thing or being we have given importance, they become the reference point. And thoughts will be pertaining to that. So if we have valued something, we have to devalue everything. Nobody can do it for us. Now at this moment we want nothing. We have to achieve nothing, we have to lose nothing. Just waste time. See? Spiritual practice is not an achievement. It is a total loss. See? Yuktva manasa devan suvarjataha dhiya divam brahajyoti karishataha sarita pratuvatitan. And then the Lord Son and His knowledge will help us. I am just going through fast. Yunjate mana uto yunjate dhiyo vipra viprasya bhrato vipashchidaha hotra dade vayunadi eva inmahi devasya savituhu parishtutihi. Then we try to focus our attention on the infinite. See, this is what I told you in simple terms. Make absence as an object of knowledge. But absence is not an object. Can I tell, kindly get me absence? Absence of what? So what is the world? World is name and form. So absence of the world will be what? One of the two. Essence of the sounds. Absence of sound is silence. Now make silence as the experience of your object of experience. That is what we told. Listen to silence. Words are many, silence is one. Then silence cannot be heard. It is the sounds that are heard. But then we told, no, listen to silence. One day it will click. That listening to silence means not getting influenced and disturbed by any sound. Now in this, you will discover one day, which I discovered in my life. I was awfully obsessed with cleanliness. Anything, when you are obsessed, that becomes the cause of your misery in life. Like you must have seen, there are many Babajis like us. If somebody comes late, they look at him or all like that. इसको काट के खाओ कि कच्चा खाओ? Now in satsang, some old man gets up and wants to go out. Again he looks at you. Now why that old man is going? Because of the BP problem. You know BP? Bladder pressure. They can't hold. So, karyam va sadhayami shariram va pataya. But these Babaji become very disciplined. See friends, we should be disciplined, not the world. In one Mahatma's house room, I was cleaning. He will never allow anybody to go to his room. But He told me, clean my room, it become very dirty. So I cleaned it. On a table, I saw one something, like maybe of this size, small pillow. And on that pillow it was written beautifully, no teacher will be ever, no good teacher will be ever late for the lecture even by 1 minute. That principle. See, no teacher, not student. Therefore, whether you come or not, I come here. Because even after you come, so what? See? Because I am not teaching you, it is for me that I am talking. See? Therefore, when we have thus focus our attention on the Absolute, so that can be one of the technique. Let everything happen, but we refuse to get disturbed. Then in Mahi Deva Sasavitu Paritrushti. In this manner, slowly, slowly, see the God's presence in and through everything that is happening. Junjema Brahma Purva Namo Bihi Vilokaha Etu Patteva Surehe Shurvanto Vishwe Amrutasya Putraha Aye Dhamani Divyani Tasyu. Then all our sense organs and gods, etc., they are requested that we salute to them and then kindly help me on my path to the spiritual path, and therefore let me grow spiritually. O God, O Hiranyagarbha, kindly help me. These are all prayers. Agnir yatra abhimadyate, vayu yatra nirudyate, somo yatra nirichyate, tatra sanjayate manaha. Now Agni yatra abhimadyate, where the forms are formed. Agni is the source of the forms. Where the forms are, vayu yatra abhirudyate, where the air, the touches do not matter. Somo yatra adirichyate, where the mind is absolutely undisturbed. Tatra sanjayate manaha, bring the mind there. Meaning, no objective perception should disturb us, no memories should disturb us, and no excitement of the future will be our concern. Just being. After having prepared the mind, then Savitra Prasavena Jusheta Brahma Purvyam Tatra Yovim Kronamase Nahite Purva Makshipata. Then, after we have invoked the various gods, and now we are trying to focus attention on the absolute reality by doing meditation. Samadhi is what? Be attentive. Samadhi, Bhagwan Shankaracharya's definition of Samadhi I like very much. Samadhi is not sitting like a dumb. Samyak adhiyate yasmin, that in which everything is included, is the Samadhi. Samadhi we use in Hindi, a feminine word, but in Sanskrit it is a masculine word. Samadhi. It is the self. Samadhi means what? There is experience, but no experiencer. In Bhagavad Gita, second chapter, Bhagavan uses this word. See? Yada te moha kalilam buddhirviti tarishati tada gantasi nirvedam shrotavyasya shrutasya shruti vipratipanna te yada sthasyati nischala samadha vachala buddhi tada yogam avapsasi. Shruti vipratipanna te buddhi. You have heard so much and therefore there is a chaos and confusion of knowledge in your head. When it is quietened, then that quiet mind merges back in the pure self, like the ice cube merges back in the water without making any noise. Triniruttam sthapya samam shariram hridindriyani manasa sannivesham brahmodupena prataret vidvan shrotansi sarvani bhayavahani. Then the same thing, sit properly straight, your back, your neck, your head should be in a straight line, and then all the sense organs, mind, etc. are withdrawn, and then Brahma Udupa is the boat of the Omkara. With that, you should now start your spiritual practice. Om. Now, this Om also we have to understand very clearly. Every object has got two aspects. One is called technically Dravya Shakti. Dravya Shakti means, like we take paracetamol. How that paracetamol works on us, we do not know. Yet it works. That is called Dravya Shakti. Similarly, when you chant Om, we may not understand the meaning, but it will have impact on our mind. But if we know exactly what is the meaning of the Om, like we just now told you, that Om is the substratum supporting the Jagra, Sapna, Sushupti, and yet beyond the impact of them, that is the meaning of the Om. So, first of all, we have to practice just to bring the mind to cool state. Now be attentive. Many people chant Om. Now that Om chanting, they normally lengthen the O. Ma is very little. Then all the sound that we are producing, it is creating disturbance in the universe. See? Now chant the same Om where the Ma is lengthened, not O. See? Om. Now the sound waves, they will settle all the disturbances in our complete system in a proper manner. Okay? Like when you want to put something in a container, it's not enough. So same way. But instead of that, there is a competition. You watch this. Name and place I will not tell you. There has to be a place. I have to go sometime there. So, very strict discipline. Sit here, don't look, no. And then he said, now repeat after me. Om, Om, Om. Scolding Bhagwan. Now you tell me, how can you become miserable in this world? When you see the cartoons, do you become miserable? These are all the cartoons of meditation. Therefore, oh, like our doggies, oh. That is not Omkar. Therefore, when you lengthen the Om within, what happens? The frequency of thoughts is reduced. Om, 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 Om. Each Om one thought. Instead of that, one Om long with the Makar. Om. Remain in that as long as possible. Slowly, we will learn a technique, remaining quiet without going to sleep. Many people are quiet without going to sleep, and many are quiet because they are sleeping, and many are quiet but they can't keep quiet. It is not anybody's fault, a manufacturer's defect. So, Brahmodupena pratarete vidvan, strutasya sarvani bhayavahani. Therefore, he will be able to go beyond all the relative experiences. Now, after this is said, then something to be done with the pranayam. So the pranayam they come. There are so many pranayams and all that. प्राणान पिड्डेह संयुक्त चेष्टः क्षीणे प्राणे नासिकयो उच्छ्वसित दुष्टाश्वयुक्तमिव वाहमेनं विद्वान् मनो धारयेत् ताम अप्रमत्तः. Now the pranayam. Now this principle you understand. Hava bharna is not pranayam. See. When a child is born, and if the child doesn't cry, so what the nurse does? She holds the child, urdhva moolam adashakam ashvattam pravaravyam, ulta, and flash cold water or some, because the fetus in the womb has a solidified lungs. And when the child comes out, it is expected that the chest will expand and the lungs will become expanded, and therefore there will be vacuum, and because of that vacuum, external air will be sucked in, and therefore the child cries and is alive. This is the simple thing. So breathing is a passive process. It is not active process. Now, when the breathing is observed, when we are physically involved in too many things, breathing increases. Why? Because the oxygen requirement of the body has increased. And therefore we require more of oxygen. So, now, if you are at peace with yourself, your oxygen requirement will be minimum. Then you don't have to do any efforts to do pranayam. And for that, there are many techniques. One simple technique I'll tell you. Try that. Listen to silence. See, your breathing has become extremely slow and shallow. Because you are not doing anything physical. You are listening knowledge to silence. That means no sounds. So when you are listening to silence means what? No sound is disturbing you. When the sound doesn't disturb, we do not react. When we do not react, we are with the substratum. It is supporting all the reactions but not getting disturbed by any reaction. Like the vision. Supports all colors and forms, but doesn't react, therefore doesn't get disturbed. Same thing with the life. So, kshine prane nasikayu uchvasita. So instead of doing all these things, do if you are doing, but principle should be understood. Quieter the mind, lighter will be the breathing. Disturbed mind, deeper will be the breathing. Therefore, breathing tells the quality of our mind. Wise people are never excited because they are at peace with themselves. Vidvan manaha dharayet apramattaha. Therefore, the wise man should be using the pranayam not for anything else but only for quietening the mind. See? So whether our meditation or pranayama is successful or not, how do we know? It will be known only if we are at peace with ourselves. Continuing further. Same shucho sharkara vannivaluka vivarjite shabda jalashrayadibihi manonokule natu chakshupidane guhanivata shravane prayojeta. Now is the place where we should go and do our meditation. All the details are given. It should be clean, nice, and nothing should disturb us, and it should not be creating problem for our eyes and things. And therefore, one should be sitting in a quiet, undisturbed place. And that quiet, undisturbed place is you yourself. You refuse to get disturbed. This is a very strong spiritual practice. Refuse to get disturbed. Somebody says something to us and we get disturbed. Both ways. When somebody praises her, we get disturbed. When we are condemned, we get disturbed. So what is to be done? Talking may be in their mouth, but listening is in our ears. How to practice that? What are you doing now? Huh? Same. So, as you listen in the satsanga, same way listen to the world. One day, one of my friend was to drive me, and he was going slow. I said, "Hey Mahatma ji, go fast, yaar." Swamiji, don't call me Mahatma. Where I am Mahatma? I said, "Beakoof, jaldi chal." So when I told him, "Beakoof, jaldi chal," he was not angry. He was surprised. Swamiji, how do you know? Everybody calls me Beakoof. And this degree was given to me by my wife. She stated, "Bula usko jara," in a derogatory way. So, you go to a place nice, undisturbed, where everything should be comfortable and all that, and don't torture yourself, my friends. Spiritual life is not torturing yourself. When you go to these Kumbh Melas, there you can come across so many people. In Ujjain Kumbh Mela, many years before, I saw one beautiful cartoon which came in some newspaper. Two Mahatmas sleeping on the thorn beds. Beds were nicely done, on the thorns were there. And they were sleeping on that. Both of them together. And people will come and put some money in this. That's the idea. And then one of them got up and looking here and there. "Hey, what are you doing?" "Yeah, I am trying to see how to fix a mosquito net. There are too many mosquitoes. You are sleeping on the thorn bed and the mosquitoes are disturbing you." You can see, don't do all that gimmick. Have minimum rules and regulations in your life. Only one rule have. Living at कंप्लेन भी नहीं करने देते, काउंटर कंप्लेन. See? Life becomes very easy. Otherwise, don't do this and that. Don't relax. About food, yes. You are vegetarian, okay, strictly vegetarian, no problem. But thereafter, see, when I go to China, no, last 4-5 years has not gone. So there I go for satsang. But our Indian friends ask, "Swamiji, when you go to China, what food you eat there? Am I going there to eat?" Then I also reply the same way. I like one dish best. What is that? Cockroach achar. It is so tasty, I tell you. Like your mango achar, there is no hard stuff inside. It's all soft and eat. After this I told, somewhere I do not know where, one lady said, "Swamiji, after you told, I have stopped eating achar." Whenever I eat, I remember cockroach. Everything is in our mind, friends. Nowhere anything in this world. So, go and sit in such a way that don't torture yourself. Relax is the most important. See? Then, after we are really practicing this yoga abhyas, then what will happen? Nihar dhumarka nilanalanam khadyot vidduspati kashashinam etani rupani purassarani brahmani abhivyakti karani yoge. When you are doing all these things, all kinds of funny experiences will start happening. You will see the fog, you will see the smoke, and the sun and the moon and the light and all kinds of things coming, the moon and the sun and all kinds of things. Don't get carried away by this. When you are at this, then you will start and doing. तुमको क्या दिखा? मुझे एक दिन लाइट दिखा था, बाद में पता नहीं फ्यूज हो गया. This I am not making stories. I have seen these people. They ask each other, how long you levitate? Maybe about 3 inches, 3 inches, 6 inches. Is it a competition? Yoga is not a competition. Yoga is not an achievement. Spiritual life is not a gain. You dissolve. See? So, all kinds of things will start happening. And my friends, one important thing, remember. When you are thus controlling your Prakriti very strongly, all the hidden potentialities will start appearing in you. If you are having absolutely quiet mind, and that quiet mind, you focus on something or somebody, in no time you can read the mind of that person. The mind reading is done. Then, with one mind we are sufficiently frustrated. Why know about other minds? But then when you have something, you want to show it to the world. See? Because I want to show it to the world. So again and again, doing this. क्या है ये? If you asked me earlier why I had to do it 3-4 times, the small little things we have, we want to show to the world. If you have got some siddhis, see, do you think we'll keep quiet? This principle I learned in Delhi from my friend. I went to his son's marriage. So he and his wife, they came to receive me in the front gate. And he was having his golden mala in such a way that it was half outside and half inside. And I didn't know that. So I said, wait a minute, you are always lazy. What happens when you keep quiet? I opened this button, put the whole mala inside, and now it looks good. His wife said, Swamiji, do you know anything? I said, no. This is purposely kept like that. People should know that he has a mala. See, I always am surprised to know all these ammas, they put on so much of jewelry. So, people should look at them or at the jewelry. See, what I have to show to the public. In the same manner, various kinds of siddhis will start appearing in you, and then you will become a Babaji and you start giving blessings and okay, you will have children, you will have no children, and Mahatma Ji and Tathastha. You see, such Mahatma, they have got a standard pose. See, Don't get carried away by that. It has nothing to do with spirituality. And then healthy. See, what will you do with a healthy body? But that becomes the main thing. न तस्य रोगो न जरा न मृत्यु प्राप्त से योग अग्निमयम शरीरम. They become more and more body oriented in their whole life. They are unable to think beyond body. See? You must have seen these weightlifters. They lift the weight all the time like this. What is their age? Maximum 18, 19, 20, 22. By the time they become 24, 25, some other person has come in the field and he is lifting more than him. So he is now second. And therefore now he also stopped. And now all these muscles which were developed, the thigh muscles were brought over here and they become biceps. Now more weightlifting, some other people have come. Where they will go? They come in the Madhya Pradesh. And whole life, I was a weightlifter. What did you do? I put it down. Is that life? Lift it and put it down. Lift it. Yaar. Similarly, the body, yes, it is required. It should be healthy, no doubt about it. But only healthy body cannot be the purpose of life. See? But our whole life goes only in that. In yoga, they say one shloka, Sharira madhyam khalu dharma sadhanam. Yes, dharma sadhanam, not yoga sadhanam. But the whole life is spent only in that. So, lagutvam arogya alorupatu varna prasada swara saushtavamcha gandha shubho mutra parishamalpam yoga pravritim prathamam vidanti. See, so lagutvam arogya alorupatvam, you become thinner and thinner and your skin start becoming glorified and the sound becomes very nice and the fragrance and mutra purisha alpam, you have minimum your excretions. Yoga pravritim prathamam vadanti. This is how this thing starts happening because you are eating less, you are doing something less. Yathaiva bimbam mrudayopi liptam tejomayam bhranjate tasudantam tadvad atmatvam pamisakshadehi evam krutartho bhavate vita shokaha. Like when some metal is covered with the dust, it is not seen what exactly it is. But when it is polished, the brightness comes out. In the same manner, when we do the yoga, we are polished and the brightness comes out, and then we become a yogi and get lost only in this world. You see our Puranas, yogi and tapasvi, these are the two characters. They are known for cursing others. Little bit something here and there happens, they become angry. Durvasa, curse Bhole Baba. There will be a problem in your marriage, and there was the problem. If you don't get married, don't, but why curse others? Why it happens? Because they are intolerant. What I want, it should be like that. What is the difference between an average ignorant person becoming angry over small little issues and this great yogi and tapasvi becoming angry on small issues, but the small people get angry and it makes no difference. But these people curse and destroy their person. Why? Therefore, one story comes in the life of our great saint from Maharashtra, Tukaram Maharaj. He was a great devotee of the Lord. And once Narayana must have told that to this Riddhi Siddhi, our Ganesh told, that you go and give him blessings. Whatever he wants, give him. So Riddhi Siddhi came and this devotee was chanting Ram Krishna Hare, enjoying his. See, we are so and so and we are sent by Ganesha and please ask what you want, we have to give you. He said, I don't want anything, go. No, 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 no. You cannot do like that. If you don't ask anything and we don't give you something, then we will be punished. So, for our sake, ask something. Now, see the heart of a devotee. He said, oh, there's going to be a problem for you. Okay, let me think what to ask. And then he said, I got it. And they were very happy. Yes, ask. Now, when you go, don't come again. See, friends, don't beg anything in this world. See? Tevile anante taishe chirahave chitti asudhyave samadhana. So, yatheva bimbam mrudayopi liptam tejomayam bhrajatit sudhantam tadvad atmatvatvam prasamikshadehi. So, like when we polish the dust, the truth is revealed. But in that polishing, we get enchanted only by the polish, but that which is supporting the polish, or when there was dust, both were supported by the same metal in the same manner. Everything is supported by the reality, good and bad. Therefore, neither we curse somebody nor we bless anybody. This principle I learned from one great Mahatma. This happened in Calcutta many years before. There used to be one South Indian, Tamilian, very good friend of mine. I went to see him after a long gap, and he was on the bed with the mosquito net and all that. His wife told Swamiji, don't hold his hand, and if you hold, the bones break. It's the last stage of cancer. And when I saw that, I was so hurt. I was very young that time. I had slowly touched his hand and did Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Murvarukam. Oh God, save him, save him, save him. After all that was over, I went for satsang to somebody, some Mahatma. And nowhere, never he has asked me this question. That day he asked, yes, what is bothering you, what you want to ask? I said, Maharaj, this is what I have done. Now I want to know what I have done to pray for his health and longevity, whether it is right or wrong. He said, it is over, it is over. Don't brood over it. Now learn. What is good for whom? God knows or we know? We being Indians, we go to the hospital and tell the doctor, Doctor Sahab, ek injection thok do yaar. Let them decide. The doctor knows. In the same manner, what is good for each individual, he knows better than you and me. Our knowledge is what? If he dies, what will happen to me? What will happen to me? See, my friends, observe this everywhere. When one between the two dies, in one place it happened, husband died, those who are smart, they die early. Those who are dumb, they continue hanging behind. So, you decide, okay? So, this person who remains alive, so she was crying, oh, why you have to die, oh God, you should have taken me. Standard dialogue there uttered by everybody. And after that was over, I cannot live without you. Everything was over. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. And the children were waiting. Mama, that time you told that you cannot live without him. Now 2 years, what is the program? I cannot live without you. See, Atmanastu kamaya sarvam priyam bhavati. The wife is not dear to the husband for the sake of the wife, but dear for his own sake. Therefore, tat atma tatam prasamikshadehi ekaha krutartho bhavate vita shokaha. Come to discover your divine nature, and it is not attained through na karmana na prajaya dhane na tyage naike amritatva manashu. only through renunciation. And you can give up something if it belongs to you. Suppose I say, I give up this resort. Where it was yours. You give up this resort. Similarly, I give up this body identification. Where it was yours. So, recognition of the body as not me is the only way to renounce the body identification. And once you take this stand, thereafter everything will change in life. Give it a try and be happy. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.